Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming back to the Chanel 20th World, where we do the bold and the beautiful review. We're coming to you today, February the 1st, 2017, and I tell you guys, I like where the writers are going. They're taking it all the way back. That's right, going in the archives, bringing relatives forward from relatives past. Sally Spectra niece is coming on back in with CJ. And her mother, who she's calling her granny or grandma or something. But I'm like, baby, that's your mama. Why are you calling her granny? But anyway, it is what it is. We going into that first scene. We have bought and paid for, runs home to tell Bozo the Clown her dad, Rusty Dusty, is joining her, sharing the CEO position. Of course, Bozo the Clown saying, okay, who decision was this? They both collaborate, well, what do you call it? Collectively, I would say, for lack of a better word, had come to the conclusion that yes, Slut from Another Mother is pulling the strings again. Boy, oh boy, is she ever pulling them. But how strange it is, she's not so surprised and she's not that upset. I guess she would be upset if they were just taking the whole thing from her and then giving it to follow the leader Thomas man, of course, but that's not going to happen. We go to Rusty Dusty. Rusty Dusty wants to tell Follow the Leader Thomas of the new changes, okay? He's kind of thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe they're going to put me on up there, but Follow the Leader Thomas, he's been sidetracked again. Then we go to Sally Spectra and her niece, Sally Spectra. Isn't that something? Like she could have been called something else, like Cynthia or Samantha or something, but they named her right after her aunt. Okay, her mama did this mess. Anyway, she's trying to stop CJ from selling the old Spectra fashion house. Okay, we got Bozo the Clown is asking about and paid for how she feels about the new changes. And Bozo the Clown is wondering why Slut from Another Mother changed her mind on the issue, especially regarding Rusty Dusty. Bought and paid for is worried about Father Leader Thomas' feelings about the new changes. Okay, not necessarily her feelings or her father's feelings, but she's concerned about what Follow the Leader Thomas is going to be thinking after, their dad tells him what's really going on. Then we go to Rusty Dustin and Follow the Leader Thomas are talking about him not being chosen for the CEO spot. And why was his sister? I mean, he's the first child. The sisters came afterwards. Phoebe died, of course, but, why? And I'm wondering the same reason. Why? Okay. But we knew it was all a setup at the beginning to try to get her and Spencer Man back together. That fell apart. So now she had this little kiss that they're trying to forget her and Rusty Dusty, meaning Slut from Another Mother. But yet she's still giving him gifts, positions, titles, and stuff. And everybody's trying to figure out why the new attitude that they both share for one another. Okay, then we go back to Sally Spectrum. She's touring her old family legacy stomping ground fashion house. She's talking to her cousin CJ about both of them pulling together their resources and reviving the fashion house that his mother, her aunt, once owned, and it was such a thriving business where they were able to live in a actual luxury the way they wanted to. Of course, we go to commercial. We come back. We have CJ is remembering his mom memories and his dad being a part of that. But then his cousin tells him, you're going to rent this building to me because he's still not sure he can do anything with it. And of course, he's not a designer or anything like that, but he's definitely dressing like his father because his father, Clark Garrison, was a designer and he was in the fashion community. And I wonder where he is. Maybe he's going to make a surprise visit, or at least I hope so. He was a pretty man, too. Handsome man, I should say. Then we go back to Father Leader Thomas is not believing what his dad is talking about and what he's telling him, that he still is not, CEO. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with them for us, the children. They just believe they have to have everything handed to them and no physical work is being done. I'm like, get over yourself, Father the Leader. Go join Spectra Fashion House that's finna revive itself. Okay. I could tell, I could see Follow the Leader is going to team up with Stella Spectra's niece and run the fashion house over there and get so many stock options to be able to maybe take over Stella Spectra, division, because that's what his grandfather tried to do way back when, but it didn't work then, and I'm probably sure it's not going to work now. So then we stay on Thomas Follow the Leader saying that slut from another mother's decision, not granddad's decision. That's what he's pretty much telling his dad. He's not liking the whole turn of events. He's feeling like he was just ousted. He wasn't, for him being a shareholder, he wasn't even thought to even had a open voice to what was going on or anything. He said, y'all could have called me in New York. Phones still work, don't they? But I'm like, Father Leader Thomas, you weren't even thinking about business when you were running up Caroline's skirt and try to be a part of your family's life, or the little family you were trying to get together, because that was the whole point of leaving Sasha. Remember? So I don't know what he's going through. But we go to commercial. We come back. We have Sally is talking to her mom and her cousin that they can do it. They can revive, Spectrum Fashion House. I mean, little Sally Spectre is just like her brilliant auntie, the big Sally. You just call it Big Red, Sally Spectre. Then we have small talk going on with Rusty Dusty and Follow Leader Thomas. He's questioning his father's actions. He's also just can't wrap his head around uh, him being a part of the force of creation's legacy anymore. He's talking about he got to look out for himself. He's very, very hurt. Then, he goes on to tell Rusty Dusty it's now time for him to look out for his future, not the family's future, not their legacy, since they're not even paying attention to him anyway. He might as well go strike out on his own, because that's pretty much what he was saying he was going to do. So, y'all, that was it of The Bold and the Beautiful. I like the new turn of events or trying to revive Spectre um, Fashion House, and definitely they should have gave Stella Spectre's niece another name. Oh, excuse me. Did bringing up Big Red's name, and we're thinking and looking for Big Red, though she definitely looks very much so like Big Red, old Sally Spectrum. So they did a very good job with trying to match her up with someone that seemingly could be her sibling, or make them reminisce and see her through Big Red. You know what I'm saying? Or see Big Red through her, in a sense. So that was my take. It was very exciting just seeing the whole dynamics of them trying to bring back something old. I mean, way back in the what 80s, bringing it back to life. With the kids, with their kids clashing with one another with the fashion world. So yeah, I don't see how Steffi or bought paid for is going to compare to designers trying to rebuild, and she knows nothing about designing clothes. All thing she know about is whining and dining and social media. I'm right with Follow the Leader Thomas on that. But like I said, it was all a setup for Quinn or something from another mother to get her son involved in a situation of getting his marriage back on point. So it is what it is. It was light. It was sweet today. It was invigorating. It was fresh. So I like that. I commend the writers for trying to bring in something new. But they really need to take T Dot out. I'm sorry, we'll give him another little interest, because this whole thing with him and take charge Nicole, I'm ready for that storyline to be dead, over with, kaput, finito. Okay? But talk to y'all tomorrow for more Bold and the Beautiful. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye bye.